The term old YouTube, I miss old YouTube, has been used quite a bit in these years. And it's a very good term to say because people do miss YouTube. People do miss the old days of YouTube, the golden days of YouTube, because it was more interesting. Everybody liked old YouTube. I liked old YouTube. It was just better. Remember watching Markiplier, all these older YouTubers? You had to use search as your way to grow as a content creator. Well, that's gone now. That's gone. You have to either find a way to get in the market, a group of people that will help you boost your algorithm, like I talked about with the live stream of those people, which is funny because all of a sudden when I did that live stream, 4 or 5 of them showed up to try to, one was trying to be hostile, of course, and the other was trying to be more, I think he was a more normal one of all of them. He understands not to be hostile if he wants to have a conversation. Of course, I didn't ban them or censor them or anything like that. I don't believe in that. And they I don't know how they know, but I guarantee because they're in the Discord group, they probably realize, oh shit, he's going to talk about our little Ponzi scheme, our little not Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme. Because I still think it either way. I know they were trying to be good faith, and I was just trying to tell them, why don't you do this then? Why don't you do that? Because they want me. They was even asking me specifically, why don't you make Call of Duty commentary videos like they're doing? And I think that's like a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Will you join us in this entire group of people to talk about the shit we talk about, i.e., just talk about the same inane shit they do? I think they were trying to invite me into the little pyramid scheme. And I said, no, I'm not. I don't believe in that kind of stuff. I believe in you as an individual should grow your YouTube channel naturally and not do view botting or whatever they're trying to do, because I think they do go in this. That's what I believe. They're all in the Discord group trying to talk to each other, trying to find a way to manipulate the algorithm, which, by the way, to the people who are watching this, and that one guy said he was subscribed, he never did subscribe, I don't think not. If you just open about your manipulation of the algorithm, that can get you banned on the spot. I've heard of people doing what you're doing who was open about on YouTube, they get banned because you can't do that on YouTube. Okay, enough of that. The old days of YouTube were something interesting. You had to be more creative. You had to be interesting as a content creator, but you didn't have to be polished. This thing of being polished was not really a thing on older YouTube. In fact, it was very discouraged to be part of that kind of behavior because it was seen as mainstream. And you could say, well, that's how YouTube should go, it's mainstream. The problem is, then it should not call YouTube anymore. The original term for YouTube was called YouTube Broadcast Yourself. It meant by you either record yourself or you record your voice and you would talk over video, or you make a video, maybe you talk about a let's play, or you play a game, no commentary, just do stuff that you like. You made a thumbnail, which thumbnails was always crazy. I know some people like to hyperbolicize the old days of YouTube. Said it was nothing but clickbait. No, that's complete bullshit. If you ever been on the old YouTube, clickbait, it was a thing, but it wasn't as bad as you see today. Like, it wasn't like all the same AI generated thumbnails, or some of these thumbnails say he's done, it's over. It's the same bullshit. It was always a unique thumbnail. Another thing is your title mattered. The title was something that you put in to get views. If you put in the tags too, also it didn't matter. There was a pattern that you knew how to make yourself grow. And the thing is, even if you were starting out, you always got some amount of views no matter what. No matter what, you always got some views. Now on YouTube, if YouTube's algorithm deems you as bad or wrong or evil, they won't even put you in the home feed. And on the home feed, that's how 99% of people grow. You don't grow by search. Search is basically non-existent. It's legitimate. You know, like when you try to, I think I told you this before, many videos before, but it's like, search, you used to be able to find anything you can on search. Now, you can't even find like how-to videos or tutorials or any issues you may have. You can't. It's useless. It is complete useless. And now scammers have took advantage of that. And now you see like people who are into like a software design may be dealing with a scam video, tell you, oh, click on this video. You know, when you click on this video, they tell you go on this link, and it would try to make people get scammed out of money or data, or their computers getting fucked with, or the phone. That's what it is now. And it's usually on the front page because usually they pay for view bots. Because you could do that on YouTube. It's the easiest you could do it. Go on a website, a third-party website, pay like 40 or 50 bucks, you get 3,000 views, boom, you're going to be on the algorithm. Even if it's not real views, you still be in the algorithm. That's how fucked up YouTube's algorithm is. And with old YouTube, it wasn't that way. YouTube, you would have to be organic. And the thing is, if you was disingenuous, you would get dislikes. Dislikes were the indication of what made you as a bad content creator. But now we don't have dislikes. Now you can't tell if a video's scamming unless you go in the comments, which, by the way, if you're the owner of the video, you can just delete that comment and censor people. And sometimes YouTube will censor you because that'd be considered bullying. That's how bad YouTube has become. And what's going to happen to this platform when it gets this polish? And you're starting to see it right now. You start to see these AI slop videos everywhere, and they get billions of views. Billions. And the reason why is because the current state of the algorithm. You know, if you go on TikTok, there's far less AI slop. Far, far less. Because if you don't watch the AI slop videos, if you just scroll past them, you won't get them. Because even the algorithms of both TikTok and YouTube know it's AI. YouTube doesn't want to admit AI is running rampant. They want AI to run rampant because they hate you. They legitimately hate the average content creator because they want to make money at the end of the day. And they don't like it when people like me speak. Me calling out YouTube, me speaking my own mind, me trying to say, it doesn't mean like others. Like, this is why you see like these people that I talked about with the live stream and the pyramid scheme, they play everything safe. They don't have to do any form of work if it comes to what they do. It's all a scam. And they know it. They know what they're doing. They know that if they try to talk about this shit in public, if it comes to the algorithm, they'd be fucked up. You know, they're not fucked up in a physical way, but, you know, YouTube would fuck them up because they'll be suppressed, banned. You know, there'll be like a mass ban of YouTubers who do this kind of shit. They don't even like this concept of what they're talking about, too. But it's very safe for work. It's bordering on what Black Pillars talked about, but the problem is they're talking more about manosphere kind of shit, which they don't like manosphere shit. And once once enough people keep doing this, and one mainstream individual, someone who works in the mainstream says this is toxic, you will be gone. YouTube will put the boot on you. They will put the knee on your neck, and they will push down. Even if you manipulate the algorithm, they will just outright ban you. And it's because that one big YouTuber I put on the top of the pyramid scheme, he's the one that kind of pays all of them, I think. That's my theory. They pay all these YouTubers a small cut of the, because they get the views, they make money. Here's money on the side. There you go. I know it's like these YouTubers don't believe it. Then why don't you say you're part of the group? Just admit it. You are working all together, and we know it. And you say that's all conspiratorial bullshit. It's like, then what are you? I seen weird shit all the time when it comes to groups, communities, and I'm always smelling some form of a con, some scammer, some shady shit going on in the internet. I could see it. It's like, there's no organic. It's AstroTurf. You're completely AstroTurf. And I don't like that idea of people just trying to manipulate a system, and they're trying to pretend, oh, we don't do that. Just be honest about it. You're just manipulating the system. You all talk about the same shit. All of you talk about the same shit. It's like, there's no fucking way that you all talk about the same shit at the same time. Very coordinated, too. Very coordinated. And it's so easy to tell. And they know I'm right. They know I'm right, but they're going to try to play dumb and try to say, oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about, TP. You don't know what you're talking about. They try to gaslight me and all that. It's like, I know how this works. I know how these communities work because I've dealt with people like this. And they got banned from YouTube because, I think the Manosphere did that at one point, and then they got dealt with. And I'm talking about the original Manosphere, not the New Age Manosphere that's taken black pill undertones and all that. They know what you are, and if you go over the line for them for YouTube, they would get rid of you. And even if you try to manipulate the algorithm, they would get to you, and they don't care. They like how YouTube is. They love how it's such about AI. And you see with the new ecosystem with YouTube, like before the AI ecosystem, it was mainstream shit, and still is. But they're trying to switch it over to AI. They want AI to not pop and just keep going as long as possible. That's why they're integrating AI into everything. And you see these people say, oh, mark my videos AI. They never do that. They never fucking do that because it won't get views. It would be effectively shadow banned, and they don't want that. So, like in the old days of YouTube, the biggest YouTubers were the people that were actually popular, organic, real, trying to be themselves, edginess, rough around the edges, maybe not good, high quality content, what people say you should do, just people who just want to speak their opinions and just want to be themselves. You can't do that now. You have to conform, or you have to cheat the algorithm just to get by. And you've seen a mass generation of younger people not even using YouTube because of that. The only reason why the new generations use YouTube is so they can make money. You get rid of that money incentive, this site would not be a thing anymore. People will go on TikTok en masse. Like, that's the only thing good about the site. It gives you money. It gives you a lot of money if you get like a few thousand views. You make it, get paid like a minimum wage. But if you make like 5 or 6 videos and each one gets like 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, you make bank. You make bank and you don't have to worry about money. But you take away that incentive, nobody wouldn't be doing this shit. Why do you think all the big YouTubers complain about the restricted mode destroying their views? because it affected their income. They didn't care about the way YouTube was. They don't care about the old days of YouTube because they kind of liked the new YouTube. The new YouTube gave them money. The old YouTube, you had to be constantly changing. You had to innovate. Where everyone today, they rehash the same shit. Everything's the same. Talk about inane shit that you talk about like some other person 4 years ago, 5 years ago. And some of these people are not using a voice, they're using AI scripts. Some new YouTubers are taking the closed caption from the audio of a video, change up a couple of words, and put a decently put together 11 Labs voiceover with mild video editing that could have just been done by AI, and they get a shit ton of views. And you know, people bitch about the AI shit, you have to change the algorithm. Go back to the old YouTube, where it was search-based. If you do that, I fucking guarantee, all these AI slop channels would not be a thing. They wouldn't be. People would just clown on it, make fun of it, it would be slop. But people are forced to watch it because that's the ones that always get on top. Just use it. Go on a YouTube video without account. Go on YouTube without account. The front page is AI. AI is won because of YouTube's algorithm. Not because of, oh, people are just too lazy. No, people know that the algorithm's the same, and people take advantage of that. They would not grow like this if it was the algorithm different. Look at TikTok. AI, there are some AI videos, but they don't do as good. It's still humans. And it's because TikTok still has the rough around the edges. It's more censorious, but at least it's transparent about being more censorious. You know where to toe the line. That's why people make substitutes for different words like PDF or unalive. That's where it usually come from. That's where all those words came from, TikTok. So you can say that word without the TikTok censors going after you. Of course, I don't believe they should do that. I legitimately think you should say whatever you want, unless it's like you're making an expressive death threat, or you're trying to post somebody's information without their consent, and they have not done a single crime. Those two, that's the only time I say, yeah, you can take down their video. Outside that, if someone says the N-word, the F slur, the other slurs, then no, I think you should be able to say whatever you want. It's dumb. It's dumb to have censorship. It doesn't work. There's more radicals on the right than there ever been. Because when you close off those ideas, you put them in a crock pot, you put them in a pressure cooker. And if it gets so big, it's going to explode. That's a fact. All these YouTubers who basically make excuses for this kind of censorship, the algorithm, gaslighting smaller YouTubers, medium YouTubers, and saying that no, users fell off. I never heard fell off unless it was a YouTuber. You never heard from TikTokers. TikTokers don't believe in fell off. I've talked to them. They say, yeah, it's a YouTube thing. They even have a term for certain YouTube people who watch YouTube all the time. They call them YouTube kids people. YouTube Shorts kids. That's thing. When they try to copy YouTube Shorts, it was nothing but AI slop, content farms, and kids videos. And TikTokers who are just more mature and have more of a larger attention span, they call them to TikTok kids. And it's still shit. After years of fucking tweaking with that algorithm, YouTube Shorts is still garbage. But I really don't have much to say. I have to say, yes, I understand people miss old YouTube, but until these big-ass YouTubers like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, PewDiePie, everyone else say needs to demand the old algorithm back. Bring back dislikes. Enough of this quote-unquote hate speech nonsense. Stop the hate speech stuff. It doesn't work. People just have substitutes and just be more cruel when you think about it. It'll make people more racist or more homophobic, more transphobic, whatever you want to call it. That makes it worse. Hate speech is stupid. The algorithm needs to go back to search terms. Tags need to be a thing again. It just needs to go back because you're going to have AI take over. And eventually when everything's AI, nobody won't use the platform no more. There's only so many people who can tolerate that shit. That's all I have. See ya.